X is on shelves at Best Buy.
All right, let me give it the old test 1 2 1 2. All right, let me give it the old test 1 2 1 2. All right, looks like we're good. What is good, everybody? It is the Godfather of VR, the ageless wonder, the man Lincoln Clay. We are here to do a daily race and test out how my computer will run, being that I upgraded to Windows 11. Getting right to it. Let me turn this AC off because it's already starting to get a little bit cool in here. So, Windows 11 has been out for, I think, about a year, maybe a little bit longer. And initially, there were reports that VR users were having problems with Windows 11, games running janky, freezes, frame drops, what have you. And a lot of them elected to stay with Windows 10. So I decided I was not going to even bother going up to Windows 11, but I knew at some point I would have to do it because sooner or later, support for Windows 10 will end and you will have no choice but to upgrade to Windows 11. Well, it looks like that day is finally here. Tomorrow, as of October 14th, there will no longer be any support for Windows 10. And so I decided that I would test the Windows 11 upgrade on my streaming PC in the bedroom, which has a 3070 on it, 3070 Ti. And upon upgrading to Windows 11, I was given a choice. I could either upgrade to Windows 11 or, because I was backing up my files, I was eligible to receive security updates for Windows 10 for another year. But I decided I might as well just go ahead and do this because all that's doing is just buying me time. So I just decided, why not? Let's just go ahead and find out if this Windows 11 works or not. So I took the upgrade to Windows 11 and I tested various VR games on my streaming PC. And granted, with it being a 3070 Ti, some of the games, some of the VR games, that PC runs with ease, but the really high demanding games like LeMans Ultimate, you know, all racing games, hybrid, if you want to call them that, AMS2, LeMans Ultimate, they're all demanding games if you run them in VR. So I tested them in all the VR games that's built from the ground up. Like I was playing Breachers, which is basically Rainbow Six in VR. That game ran fine. It ran buttery smooth, so did VR chat. And then the racing games, it kind of what it was. It was what it was. I had to play with the settings, being that that's a 3070 Ti and I'm running it in VR. There was so much stuff I had to turn down. And but I got it to run good. So what it basically comes down to, at least with that PC, any game that ran good before on Windows 10 still runs good now on the Windows 11. And any game that ran bad still runs a little bit suspect on Windows 11. So I finally went ahead and did the upgrade to Windows 11 on this PC here. And I did a few laps before I went live. And surprised to say that LeMans Ultimate ran buttery smooth. It ran pretty doggone good. But this is my first time trying out LeMans Ultimate and still streaming at the same time. Surprisingly, upgrading to Windows 11, the majority of my saves are still in place. Sometimes when you get these Windows updates, some of your apps will get reset to their default settings and you got to go through and set all that stuff up again, but that wasn't the case. It did take a while. I don't know. I think it took like half hour, 45 minutes for the upgrade from Windows 10 to Windows 11. So, all that being said, if you're in VR or any game for that matter, and you're still on Windows 10 and you were on the fence about going up to Windows 11, it'll be okay. So yeah, using this game as an example, it ran buttery smooth. So it ran so smooth that I didn't even know that I almost forgot that I upgraded to Windows 11. So I got about I've registered for a race, and I got a little over 5 minutes before that race starts. So I got a couple of things that I can get out before I get into that race. One would be the NASCAR 25 game. If you bought the deluxe version, it's already out on console, but I think it officially releases tomorrow on console, and then it comes to PC a month later, which I find that to be a little bit odd, especially with this coming from the iRacing studio that developed this game. You would think that they would probably put the game on PC first in early access before they send it over the console, but no, they did it the other way around. It's on console first, and it's coming to PC a month later. And I think I did Google it, and I think it is supposed to have VR support, so I will be buying it. Now, this Formula wheel naturally isn't going to be ideal for a NASCAR game. So at some point, I'll probably go to the Fanatec website and just buy a simple round wheel. Because I think some of those round wheels at the Fanatec website, some of them are pretty expensive. So I'm just going to get a simple round wheel. I think it's I think they had a BMW rally wheel. There was like $110 a while back. I don't know what it costs now. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. And it'll be a nice change of pace. The other thing that I think I want to talk about before I jump into this race is Race Room. I think Race Room's going to be okay. I've been taking a look at the daily races, and it seems to be that the two races that everybody likes on Race Room seems to be the Mazda Cup races and the DTM races, with the touring cars. So they got daily, weekly races and special events, and some of them look pretty interesting.
BoneMod said, "How much is it? The game?"
I really don't know what it costs now because the game is out of early access. I bought this game day one when it was in early access, and at the time I believe I paid $30 for it. And then I just bought the DLC as it got released. The game is out of early access now, so the price is definitely going to go up. I really don't know what it costs. But I think it's worth it. Some people don't exactly care for the subscriptions. I think the subscriptions has its perks. It's not mandatory to have the subscriptions because you can still race without the subscriptions. But they do have their perks. So I believed in this game day one, and I was all in on this game. So naturally, I bought it day one when it released in early access, and I bought all the DLC. Even though the subscriptions give me access to the DLC, it's only for 1 year. I'd just rather pay for the DLC and it just be mine forever. So I kind of paid them twice. I bought the DLC and paid for the subscription. When I only needed to pay for the subscription. But I think it's worth it. Now, I will have to preface real quick. Pretty much right now, LeMans Ultimate, I feel I don't want to go on a limb and say that it's the #1 game because the iRacing is probably still king of the sim racing games on PC. I love LeMans Ultimate, but the racecraft on the LeMans Ultimate has gotten a little bit intense. A lot of people from ACC has come over to LeMans Ultimate, and some of them have brought their bad habits with them. So, but at the end of the day, I still love LeMans Ultimate. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I need to get out? I guess the last thing that I need to get out is that it's been about a week since I streamed, and a few things have been going on. I've been rotating all three of my cars in and out of the shops for various things that they've been they've been needing.
Phone mod said ALR.
All right. So yeah, I've been getting my cars taken care of, addressing a few things that's been lingering for a while. I also had a doctor's appointment last week, and for the most part, I actually felt like taking a break. I popped into LeMans Ultimate and did a daily race offline, and maybe did a few practice laps here and there. But for the most part, I was taking a break for the week, and I originally planned to do the 4 hours of Silverstone, but my teammates and I, we couldn't get on the same page as far as whether we were going to make it, what we were going to come up with as far as what time we would do the race. It didn't work out, but which was absolutely fine because these gloves that I bought that I still love, for whatever reason, when I jumped into that race, did the practice sessions on Silverstone, my right thumb was aching after 2 laps. So these gloves here, honestly speaking, they are the snug, like right around here. But for whatever reason, it left my right thumb aching. I have no reason why. I don't know why. These gloves right here, these shorter gloves, I absolutely love these because I think they're padded in the areas where you need it, and it's kind of meshy around the top, so it makes these gloves really flexible, and so yeah, so yeah, I like all these gloves. But these full-length gloves feel a little bit more tight around the palms and the knuckles. And I guess before we get into this race real quick, the session is starting now. Another reason why I haven't done any races is because I saw something. Those of you who probably know who Key 25 is, he did a race at Silverstone, and he had turn 1, he got taken out just that quick. And another thing that's kind of been, I'm not going to say it's bothering me, but maybe it's happening a little bit too much. Cryptic TMC did a video pointing out something. He talked about how he thinks there's been too many races with GT3s and LMP3s together, and it's been total chaos. Ever since these P3s came into this game, it's been total chaos because when you've got the slowest P3 drivers and the fastest GT3 drivers bunched up too close together during the formation lap, there's bound to be a wreck. So I just had one of those days where I just didn't feel like dealing with the chaos. So I kind of took a break this past week and played some other games. So yeah, this appears to be running buttery smooth.
All clear, push now. We need to get some heat into these brakes. the session V4.
Oh, beautiful. I come into this race ranked number 8. I like that. The one race that I did earlier this week, I was ranked number 1 in that session. And true to form, turn 1, there was a huge wreck. I got caught. I got hit in the front and the back. But somehow the car didn't spin out and I was able to save it. And I went on to finish 4th. But it could have been a lot worse.
Exit looks clear. Okay, Clay, we've got 5 minutes to settle.
Waski said, "What's up, Len?
Let's get some heat to these
Do you
brakes.
have any interest in Project Motor Racing?"
Oh yeah, I'm buying that game day 1. Oh yeah, I'm absolutely Project Motor Racing. What a lot of people are looking forward to on Project Motor Racing is the career mode, because it's not the same old career mode you see on a lot of these racing games where you're some kind of prodigy or phenom that has a lot of talent and they just throw you in a car and you got to work your way up to the top. With Project Motor Racing, it's a real life situation where if you want to race, you got to pay for it. You got to buy your own car, your own parts, you got to pay the crew. And when you get into a wreck, you got to pay for the repairs. And I think you got to decide whether you want to spend more money on the best parts or try to save a few dollars and buy cheaper parts. So a lot of people are really, really, really looking forward to Project Motor Race's career mode. And another reason why
Waski said, "Same here. I am trying to keep my expectations under control, but I'm excited to see what it brings."
As far as yeah, the career mode, I'm absolutely excited about that. Another thing that I'm excited about that is that if you pre-order the game, they're basically giving you the whole GTE class as part of the pre-order. And for those of you who follow me any length of time, know that the GTEs are my favorite class on just about any game. Automobilista 2, LeMans Ultimate, what other game has a GTE class? I think Race Room has a GTE class. Forza Motorsports kind of has a GTE class. They don't call it GTE class. They just got a different type of classification of cars. Also with Project Motor Racing, the one thing I'm absolutely ecstatic about is that it's in the GTE class, one of the cars is going to be the Ford GT. The 2017 Ford
Diego
GT.
Gutierrez said, "Erasing does."
Oh yeah, I forgot about that, but I don't have iRacing in my library. That's why I wasn't really thinking about that.
Diego Gutierrez said, "They even have the Ford GT GTE."
That's it. Like that's the car that one of the cars that I absolutely love.
2 minutes to go.
And I've even tried to tag Studio 397 on a couple of my streams, and like, you know, and kind of like, please don't abandon the GTE category. Not only that, I'm asking for them to give us a couple of more cars. You know, I would love for them to put the Ford GTE on this game, as well as the BMW M8.
E16. Okay, pit stop requested. Pit crew is ready. Clear left. Clear right. That's the end of the session. 16th place.
I am seeing occasional jitters on here. Oh, that's bad. this after the fact, but looking at the delta right now, I think I shaved off about a half a second, so I could have got this lap into the low 403s.
And drivers go to the grid for a race start.
I even dare say that I probably could have got this into the high 402s. Let's see here. 5 laps. We're gonna put 6.5 in here. Now it's 5.9. All right. So I qualified 14th. But this is the GT3 class. I mean, not the GT3, but the bronze race.
Formation lap has started.
There will no doubt be a turn 1 wreck. So yeah, I'm seeing that things are a little bit jittery right now. So it's not running as smooth as it was with Windows 10. But I guess I'd rather deal with that knowing that my computer's still protected than staying with Windows 10 and have no protection because all updates will end tomorrow. You know, that is unless you're eligible to extend your security updates. But that's only the security updates. That probably doesn't include any kind of performance updates or anything. So yeah, it is what it is. I guess this is what I'll have to deal with by going up to Windows 11. For the most part, it's running more good than it is bad.
Green. Clear left. Clear left. Left side, clear left. Well done, Clay. Good start. Car left. Clear left. Left side, clear left.
Damn, that Mercedes, that AMG is coming.
Right, clear right. That's barely a scratch, just ignore it.
What an idiot. I was scared that AMG behind me might have taken me out, so I was trying to leave him some space.
Hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes. Yellow flag. All right, Clay. The next car is Sig. We think Rysen and Barbosa crashed in the S's. Sector 1 is clear.
I knew it was going to be a huge wreck. I just didn't think it would happen this late.
Force them to find the gap. Yellow flag, sector 2, just cut the track. Sector 2 is clear.
Middle 14. Said. Iowa Lincoln K victory hand medium dark skin tone.
My guy
Middle
Noodle.
14. Said. I hope all is well folded hands medium dark skin tone.
Everything's good, Noodle. Hope everything's good with you as well. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it.
Streamers.
That sounds like a super chat. Thank you very much.
Little 14 said, all is well, my brother. Folded hands, medium dark skin tone.
Appreciate the super chat. Thank you.
Noodle 14 said, races treating you well today?
I'm hanging in there a little bit.
Jose is getting closer. The gap is now 0.27.
Aaron said, what GPU you using?
The leader has just done a 358.9.
I knew he was going to try it. I had no choice but to let him go or
Noodle
risk it
14
taken out.
Come on, Clay.
said,
Don't panic. We'll get him
no
back.
problem.
What GPU am I using? I have a
12.
I have a 4090.
Noodle 14 said, Aaron victory hand, medium dark skin tone.
We just had a warning for cutting the track. The driver in front of us is Jose. Yellow flag. We think that Patrick has crashed in the S's.
Aaron said, RTX 5090 next.
Actually, I'm good with this
I think
4090.
that has gone off in Tetra Rouge. Clear left.
It still gets the job done.
Car left. Still there. Clear left. Green flag in sector 2.
Oh!
Incident in sector 2. Yellow flag. Sector 2 is now green.
I was trying to get a good exit and stay on top of that BMW, and paid the price.
Okay, Clay, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. You're halfway home.
So I'm definitely going to lose rank because of this.
Noodle 14 said,
Oh
no.
Barbosa ahead is
Noodle
increasing.
14
It's now 2.1
said,
seconds.
great save.
Yeah.
Next car is Barbosa.
But I mean, it was a little bit greedy on my part because I was trying to stay with that BMW through the chicane so I could try to get him on the straights.
Green flag in sector 1.
So
Aaron
now
said, the SR rate kills me on this game online.
it kills everybody. I got a flat spot too.
Noodle 14 said, that turn is tricky if you get in the gas too early.
Yeah.
Noodle 14 said, as much as you feel you can gas out, it's not the best option.
Nah. But the BMW had a little bit better straight line speed, so I was trying to stay with him. Hoping to carry some momentum out of that chicane and try to overtake him on the straights.
The gap ahead is now 1.9. 30. Track. Keep it nice and tidy. Please, Clay. The gap to V12 in front is now 2.0 seconds.
Aaron said, Defo best track this though. What's your SR?
My safety rating is I'm about 60% through Silver 1.
Noodle 14 said, I love LeMans. Noodle 14 said, such a great track.
It definitely is.
Noodle 14 said, doesn't seem long while racing, but it is.
This track right here is my favorite track in the whole world.
Okay, Clay, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. Focus on the exits. We can go faster here. The gap to Barbosa behind is increasing. It's now 0.8.
Aaron said, it's all you can race at beginning, aha.
Agreed.
V12. The gap to Barbosa behind is now 0.8. We've been warned about track limits.
Ah, shit. Yeah, unless somebody wipes out.
The next car is Rivera.
Unless somebody crashes up there, I'm not catching these guys.
To go, 2 minutes. The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 28 Celsius.
Looks like we might end up doing one more lap. V12, that's it, we're done. Bad luck, Clay. Okay, pit stop requested. Not so good. I'm definitely going to lose rank for this. I qualified 14th and finished 12th. And the number 8 up there means I was expected to qualify and finish 8th. Yeah, I no doubt will lose rank from this.
Noodle 14 said, GGZ.
I wish it was a good race, Noodle, but I appreciate it. Bad quality put me behind the 8-ball. And looking at these lap times, oh my God. The leader did a 358.7 in the GT3. That's crazy. Corey Jason, I've been in a few races with him before. I know he's fast.
Noodle 14 said, did you have another in incidents? Noodle 14 said, I came in mid-race.
No, I really didn't.
said, you running at 90 Hertz?
Yes, I'm running at a native 90 Hertz. I'm not using any asynchronous space warps. However, I am using the OpenXR toolkit, and I am using the turbo mode. It does help improve performance. So, with the help of the OpenXR toolkit, it makes this game run much, much better than running it through Steam VR, because with some of these games, Steam VR is absolute dog shit. So I would recommend that if possible, when you do these racing games in VR, I would recommend to go one of two routes, especially if you're using, wait a minute. Yeah, it says I lost driver rank. Yeah. So if you're using a Quest headset as a PC VR headset, and you do these racing games in VR, I recommend going one of two ways. One is the OpenXR toolkit, if the game supports it, because it takes Steam VR out of the equation. Because like I said, for some of these games,
Aaron
Steam VR is dog shit.
You using LinkSwill?
Yeah,
smiley face.
Yeah, I'm using the link cable. And then the other option is, if the game gives you an option to use the Oculus mode, use that. Because again, it takes the Steam VR out of the equation. Because using Steam VR is just another level of what's the word I want to use? Applications that's being applied to this, and it taxes your PC that much more. So this starts in 18 minutes, and this starts in 28. It's not enough people there for me to do that one. This starts in 18 minutes. Jeez. Oh yeah, and I'm definitely not doing this race, because this is P2s, and just like with me, I just like the GT3s and the GTEs. That's pretty much all to it. I guess I'll do a few practice laps on Silverstone and the GTEs.
Aaron said, thanks for info. Have you tried Open Composite?
Yeah, I'm using it right now. The OpenXR toolkit. The Open Composite is part of the OpenXR toolkit. And as I was saying before, especially when it comes to these racing games in VR, if possible, use Open Composite / OpenXR toolkit, because it removes Steam from the equation, and your PC will perform better. Oh, excuse me.
Aaron said, "Ac makes sense, and what residential you pushing it to?"
Resolution? So that's not a straightforward answer, because this Quest Pro, as a standalone headset, has a native resolution of 1920p, which doesn't sound like much. But the pancake lenses in this headset are a game changer. You know, coming from, you know, if you were a person that's coming from a Quest 2 and then you go to a Quest, as far as PC headset, if you were using a Quest 2 and then you go to a Quest Pro or a Quest 3, the pancake lenses are a game changer because it's clear from end to end, from left to right, from top to bottom. The entire picture is clear. Now, coming back to this resolution thing, once I connect this headset to the Meta PC app, then I upscale the resolution to like 29. It's like 2956p. So the picture becomes clear, even more clear. And then when you factor in the OpenXR toolkit, I'm upscaling the resolution again. So now, like right now where we're at, I'm running this at an upscaled 3400p. And I'm running this at a native 90 frames per second. And as far as the in-game graphics settings, I run it at medium settings. It will do ultra settings easy, but I see no point in running this at ultra settings because visually I don't see that much of a difference between the medium settings and the ultra settings. I don't see a game-changing difference visually. So, you know, like track reflections and stuff like that, you're moving at 160, 170 miles an hour. Who's going to take the time to look at a track detail over here in the stands or something? So that kind of stuff I got turned down, so I keep the in-game settings, the in-game graphics at medium. And as far as the visible cars rendered, I think I got it set somewhere between 15 and 20, because in a 62 car race, you're not going to be able to see all 62 cars. You're just going to make your PC work harder to render cars that you're not going to be able to see anyway. So
Aaron
I think
said, yeah, makes sense, that made.
Yeah. So as far as cars rendered, I stick with 15 to 20 because you might see 10 cars in front of you, and if you use your cameras and mirrors and stuff, you might see 10 cars behind you if all the cars are bunched up. But it makes no sense to render. It makes no sense to run this game full blast. It makes no sense to run it at epic settings with 64 cars rendered, because the benefits you get from it, you're not going to see it anyway. This is a 20-minute race. All right, we're in my favorite car, my favorite class.
Formation lab has started.
Aaron said, did it perform bad through Steam VR? Then ultimate solution is a posh headset through DP port.
It never, I mean, a 4090 is a pretty beefy GPU, so it never performed bad. It's just saying that, what I'm saying is that it just ran better when I use the OpenXR toolkit, because it removes Steam. The OpenXR toolkit is just removing an extra layer of all this stuff you got to do to get it to run.
Go.
Green flag.
Aaron said, ever thought of trying a PSVR 2 headset because of the old?
I haven't. I have a PSVR 2 headset. I got about 8 headsets.
Yellow flag in sector 3. Okay, Clay, we've just cut the track. We can see Robin has stacked it. Green flag in sector 3.
I'll show you my headsets in a few minutes.
Aaron said, try an PSVR 2 headset for us. Aaron said, let me know what I performs like.
I'll answer that for you in a minute because I've already tried it on a couple of my other PCs.
B17. Defend your position, don't let him through. Right, the guy ahead of us is Louis. Cut clear left. Okay, stay with him. We've been warned about track limits. The leader has just done a 1:59.55. P18. Okay, Clay, the next car is Birch. Come on, stay focused. Apexes and exits, apexes and exits. 15 minutes remaining, 15 minutes to go. Ignore the aero damage, it's nothing. Okay, Clay, don't let this guy distract you.
Okay.
Sector 3 is now yellow. Okay, it's over. result, mate.
Okay, let's talk about this headset situation. First of all, we'll start with my PSVR 2.
Hans Cottoni said, "How are you doing? Join the race at Spa in 15 minutes.
Okay, Mr. Catoni, have you taken a look into the situation that I spoke to you about on WhatsApp? This is a 40-minute race, and I see that you are registered for this race, Mr. Catoni. So, naturally, I'm going to do the GT3s. Okay, now this headset thing. Here's my PSVR 2. So, off the top of my head, this Quest Pro, I have 2 of them. So I have 2
Hans
Quest.
Cottoni said, "Oh yeah. Thanks for the information."
Yeah, how did that situation turn out? Is your account safe or did you have to fix it? So yeah, coming back to my headsets. I also have this Quest 2 right here. So, off the top of my head, I have 2 Quest Pros. I have 2 Quest 3s. I had, and these are including the headsets that I bought for my son as well. I had 3 Quest 2s. So now we're already up to, let me see, 2 Quest Pros, 2 Quest 3s, 3 Quest 2s, a PSVR, which I just showed you guys right here, and then next to me, you guys don't see it, but next to me on my left, my fan is sitting on a box, and in that box is my HP Reverb G2. So I think we're up to 8 headsets right now, and then in the bedroom, I have a Quest.
Bone Mod said, "I'm back." Hans Cottoni said, "I changed my password."
Okay, cool.
Aaron said, "Have got Quest 3.
Yep, I've got a Quest 3. So yeah, I got 2 of those if you include the one that I got my son. And then as I was saying, I was about to say that I have in the bedroom, I have an Oculus Rift S. So, but jeez, I bought about 3 of those. I think I went through 2 of them and bought my son one. So, like, as far as what's inside this apartment right now, not including the ones that I bought for my son, there is 2 Quest Pros, a Quest 3, a Quest 2, a PSVR 2, a HP Reverb, the Oculus Rift S. So yeah, there's 7 headsets in here right off the top. You know, then the 3 Quest 3s that I bought 2 for myself and 1 for my son. The Quest 2s. One of the Quest 2s, I ended up giving it to a guy that I worked with because he gave me a Nintendo Switch, and I wanted to return the kindness, so I gave him one of my Quest 2s. But yeah, just hold on. So yeah, here's my Quest 3 right here. Now, to answer that question about connecting my PSVR 2.
Everyone going mad about PMax, but their dear PSVR 2 needs trying on this game.
Well, here's the problem. For one thing, this specific computer, I don't know why, but I can't get the PSVR 2 to run on this computer. However, I was able to get it to run on a couple of my other computers. I have 4 computers. So I did test the PSVR 2 on my other computers. And honestly, compared to using this Quest Pro and my Quest 3, using the PSVR 2 on PC is a step backwards, because the PSVR 2 still uses last-gen Fresnel lenses. They don't have near the clarity of pancake lenses. The only thing I would say, PSVR 2, the only advantage in my opinion that it has over Quest 3 is that the OLED panels give you deeper blacks. But other than that, yeah. And then as far as these this Quest Pro right here, it has local dimming, dual mini LED panels, so the blacks are comparable to the PSVR 2. So PSVR 2 did run good on my other two computers. So with PSVR 2 on PC, every PC's different. So I guess some people said that it runs good. Some people have had problems with it. So I guess, you know, just because I tell you it's going to run good doesn't mean it'll work that way for you. Just because I tell you it might run bad doesn't mean it's going to run bad for you. But yeah, using the PSVR 2 on PC is a step backwards for me, because it doesn't have near the clarity of headsets with pancake lenses.
Aaron said, I see, so you would say go get an Quest Pro.
No, I would say go get a Quest 3. I would say go get a Quest 3 because as a standalone headset, games look better on the Quest 3 because it has the new Snapdragon 2 processor. So games look and run better, the standalone games. And then as far as a PC headset, you know, when you connect it to the PC, this Quest Pro, because it's discontinued, and I don't think Oculus or Meta supports it all that much with updates anymore. So I've had some instances where this Quest Pro is disconnected on me right in the middle of streams, whereas the Quest 3 has never let me down. It has never disconnected on me. I've never had issues with the controllers and stuff like that. The Quest Pro, because the controllers have 3 cameras on each controller, once it syncs up right, the Quest Pro has superior tracking because the headset has 4 exterior cameras, and it has, between the 2 controllers, it has 6 more cameras. And then you've got the eye tracking. You've got the eye tracking, and then it's got cameras on the inside for facial tracking. So the Quest Pro is still an amazing headset, but it's using a last-gen chip.
Aaron said, I only use Quest 3 for PC only. I currently run a 5090. I sold my 4090.
Honestly, if you would have wanted to stick with your 4090, you would have been just fine. I don't have a 5090, so I can't really speak to it, but for a lot of these games in my library, the 4090 is overkill. I'll never be able to take advantage of all that power. So the 5090 sounds like even more power that I probably wouldn't get to use. So to put things into context, I normally run my headsets at an upscale 3400p. I've tested it before, and I've jacked my resolution up as high as 4500p, and I was still able to run it at a native 90 frames per second. The problem is I couldn't tell the difference between 4500p and 3500p. So it makes no sense for me to run the resolution that high, because all it's going to do is tax my PC even more, and I won't be able to see the benefit from it. So I keep the resolution at about 3400p.
Residential right up.
So, like, the 4090 has more than enough power to run every game in my library. I think the only game in my library where you could probably take advantage of the 5090's extra power is running the Microsoft Flight Simulator in VR. But other than that, I just would have a hard time seeing what the benefit is. So, matter of fact, so you guys heard me say this so many times. I've got 4 PCs. This one I'm sitting at has a 4090. The other PC in that back room for my son, that's, it's his when he comes over here. That has a 3080 Ti in it. My streaming PC in the bedroom has a 3070 Ti. And then right behind me is a PC that's just sitting there that I don't use. It has a 2070 in it. My PC that has the 3080 Ti in it, it can run all my games. It can run all my games across the board. So, to put things into context, my sim racing VR games, I probably run those games at about 2800p, whereas with this 4090, I'm running games at 3400p, even though I still got a lot of overhead left to crank it way up. So, in that aspect, again, a lot of these games in my library, the 4090 is overkill for a lot of these games. So, a 5090, in my opinion, would be even more overkill. But I'm not going to knock anybody that has one because, hey, absolutely nothing wrong with having a 5090. So this event starts in 2 minutes. This is going to be a 40-minute race at Spa. I appreciate you guys sitting with me for the last, 20 minutes waiting for this race to start. Because honestly speaking, when I watch other YouTubers stream LeMans Ultimate, what have
Aaron
you.
Said, I know what you saying. I thought same as you. I just whacked 4090 on eBay, got 1,500 pounds. Aaron said, within 10 minutes on eBay.
Damn, E1500? So I think that in American dollars would probably come out to be about $1,800 in US dollars.
One up top said, do you have any experience with AMD cards?
I have no experience with AMD cards whatsoever. All of my GPUs that I bought throughout the years, every single one of them have been Nvidia cards. However, this PC that I'm sitting at right now with the 4090, it does have the AMD 7800X 3D in there. And at the time that I bought it, it was the fastest gaming CPU in the world. And my other PC in there that has the 3080 Ti, that one has a i9 12900K that used to be in this PC. Now, at the recommendation from one of my friends, I switched over to the AMD CPU, and it made a difference. All my games, like across the board, all of my games run better. The 12900K ran the majority of the games pretty good, but it had a few games where it didn't run very good.
Aaron said, yes, at Basel C cost me 500 pounds to upgrade to 5090.
Now, don't get me wrong. There was a time where I was thinking long and hard about getting a 5090, but I mean, the things that I had to deal with, I've shoveled out about $6,000 or more in medical bills. I've shoveled out hundreds of dollars in getting my cars repaired because I have 3 cars. and I had to shuffle them in and out of the shop to get some things repaired that had been lingering. And then I still got the regular life to live, you know, the bills, the rent, the utilities, all that stuff. So dropping $2,000 for a 5090 when a 4090 is getting the job done, it just kind of wasn't in the cards. It's sunny.
Aaron said, Defo agree mate TBH.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong. I thought about my streaming PC in the other room that has a 3070 Ti. I came very close to upgrading that one and getting a 5070 for it.
Aaron.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
These sim games get expensive though.
Oh man, you ain't lying about that, because you know, for my sim racing experience to get to where it's at right now with the VR headsets, this rig, this wheelbase, the pedals, the PC, you know,
the track temperature's decreasing. It's now 23 Celsius.
Because the PC with the 4090 in it, I built that PC specifically to give me the best experience possible sim racing in VR, because at the time ACC was my favorite game, and it was also one of the most demanding sim racing games out there. And the VR is dog shit on there, so I needed to build a pretty beefy PC.
Said, you tried RF2.
Oh yeah, I got R Factor 2. I mean, this game is basically a polished version of R Factor 2. Because this game has R Factor 2 DNA all over it.
Aaron said, you not play ACC no more.
Nah.
The pit exit's clear.
I walked away from ACC.
We need to get some heat into the
Aaron
yellow flag in sector 2.
Said, RF2 Ultimate Action is
Looks
clear
like
though, and yet it
has
does.
been dipped in. Le Coup, incident in sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. Green flag sector 1.
Oh, jeez. I walked away from ACC before LeMans Ultimate even came out, because ACC has a lot of idiots.
P4.
ACC had a lot of idiots in it. And what has happened to LeMans Ultimate, ACC is either dead or is dying. And a lot of people have migrated over here from ACC, and they have brought their bad habits with them. So I think these ACC rejects are causing a lot of wrecks in this game. It's not just them anymore now. A lot of beginners that jump on this game, screwing around with the hypercars and stuff like that, that don't have any experience, because I think before the before the P3s came along.
One up top said, I went the poor man's route and bought Track IR head tracker last week, and I hate I didn't do it sooner. Aaron said, yes, ACC rejects kill the game.
Yeah, And as far as that head tracker IR, yeah, I've been aware of that. But I think for immersion, there's no better way to race in VR. And as far as VR headsets goes, it's not expensive anymore. I mean, the Quest 3S, you can get that brand new for $300. And if you don't want to spend that much...
This exit looks clear. We've got 5 minutes to settle up. You've got cold brakes all around. Be careful.
And if you don't want to spend that much, you can easily go on eBay and buy some older headsets much, much, much cheaper. These tires are ice cold and they're taking forever to warm up.
That's 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes.
Aaron said, shame people don't play ACC competizione.
No, I don't miss ACC one bit.
Aaron said, and I think if they take LeMans to console like they want, it might kill game.
Oh, I came in too hot. Yeah, that, like it.
You're running last. Come on, Clay.
When they're gonna put LeMans Ultimate on console. They've already said that. What I'm wondering is if it has crossplay, is that gonna destroy the game from like just idiots being on the game? Because for all the shit that happens on LeMans Ultimate, even worse shit happens on the racing games on console.
Aaron said, that's what I think, and ultimately LeMans need to step up moderation.
Honestly, LeMans Ultimate, I think it has one of the better penalty systems on sim racing, but no.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. The leader has just done a 2:22.28.
But no penalty system is foolproof.
The leader's just done a 2:21.17.
Aaron Said. That's why I need get out of B2 safety. Aaron. Said. Have only got 30 hours so far.
Oof.
Sector 3 is 1.2 off the pace. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 1. That's the end of the session, E5.
Aaron. Said. Stream went then haha.
What's that? Ugh.
Aaron.
Boy, oh boy.
Said. Is easy way to rank up SR entering GT3 only because prototype PPL just mess about.
As far as getting your safety rank up, I think the best way to do it is to do the intermediate and the advanced races because they give you 2-3 times the rank, and the special events will give you 4 times the rank. But if you underperform, you will lose set number of rank.
For a race start.
So this is going to, let's fill it up. So this is 10.5 laps. There's definitely going to be 17 laps. So there's definitely going to be a pit stop in this race. 17 laps. I have enough for 10 laps. So I would have to do, in my opinion, I would have to do about 8 laps before I make a pit stop. So as far as gaining rank is, it's not. I don't think it's about what car class you choose. It's about the level of the races that you do. The bronze is the hardest because it has the lowest payout, and you deal with the most bullshit because of how many idiots are in those races. You deal with a little less bullshit in the intermediate and the advanced races, and it pays off more rank. I mean, the only benefit to these bronze races, these bronze beginner races, is that they're sprint races. And, you know, if you're willing to do them one right after the other, you only have to wait a couple of minutes after you complete a race to go on to the next one. wonder why he has a red name tag over his
Go, go, go. Right side's clear. Car right, right side's car right, clear right. Clear right.
Aaron said, "It's the prototype races what breaks it."
Yellow flag.
P2s. I used to consider P2s to be bad news, but now these P3s is.
Incidents in sector 2, yellow flag. We think Alfredo and Mago have spun off in turn 9.
But now these P3s are just like absolutely awful.
Green flag in sector 2. The gap to Valentin behind is increasing. It's now 1.0 seconds. Sector 3 is yellow. We think Mago has stacked it in chicane. Sector 3 is now clear. To P4, ahead is now 1.4, P5.
Aaron said, "So what I need to do is hang in there until I get the silver ranking because bronze is so long."
Green flag, sector 2. Sector 1, yellow flag.
As far as safety rank goes, it's easy to rank up.
Clear right. To P4, ahead is now 0.5. Sector 1 is green.
Aaron said, "Honesty, I'm not finding it easy. Too many iDots crash into you, etc."
Yeah, I hear you. But I would say get your safety rank up first and then go after your DR.
5.
Diego Gutierrez said, "Start from the pits and don't fight, just let people
Yellow
pass
flag.
you."
Right.
Aaron said, "That's my new plan, LOL, stay at back or start in pits." Diego Gutierrez said, "To get SR you need to not care about DR."
The gap in front is now 0.9. Nice one, Clay. Nice move, mate. Clear right.
Come on, man. Keep that car under control.
Sector 1 is green.
Aaron said, "Think it will be about 50 races to bronze 3.
Yeah, I was on this from day one, so I don't really remember how long it took me to rank up as far as safety goes. Oh no.
Yellow flag, sector 3. We think that Carlos has gone off in the chicane. Green flag, sector 3. Use all the track, force him to find the gap. Just keep hitting your marks. This is looking good. P4.
Credit to that P2 for getting off the track as soon as possible.
Diego Gutierrez said, "Not if you focus on safety and start from the pits, it will be about 20 to 30 races to gold."
Being caught by the faster class. Yellow flag, watch out. It looks like Jerome has gone off in. Looks out. Green flag, sector 2. Clear left. Okay, Clay, there's a faster car approaching. The car ahead is Jerome. The gap to Jerome ahead is now 1.0. Incident in sector 1, yellow flag. Sector 1 is now green. We think that Alfredo has gone off in La Source.
Ah.
Diego Gutierrez said, I will say the LMP3S on e-racing feels so much better than on LMU. LMU they feel like you are driving on glass. Aaron said,
Yellow flag sector 2.
How do you get it to speak to you? Haha, sounds
Flag
cool
sector
as.
2. We can see Petrovsky has gone off in Stavlo. The gap to Jerome ahead is now 1.4. Incident in sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
Diego Gutierrez said, Crew Chief.
The gap to E5 behind is now 1.5 seconds.
Diego Gutierrez said, you can even get him to swear at you too.
Oh yeah, you talk about crew chief? Yeah, absolutely.
Sector 3 is clear, green flag. Alright Clay, the next car is Pedro. Sector 2 is green, P3.
Aaron said, haha, sounds cool.
The gap behind is now 2.5 seconds. Pay attention to track limits, please Clay.
Aaron said, any of you been on Race Room?
Yes, I have. I even did a stream on it a couple of weeks ago. And I'm liking what I'm seeing with the daily ranked races on Race Room, so I want to try to start doing some more of that.
Incident in sector 1, yellow flag. Green flag. flag, sector 1. We can see Lang has binned it in La Source.
Miguel, Dad Drive S bad. Said. Hi Lincoln, chat.
Behind is now 2.0.
Aaron. Said. Yeah, everyone's saying it's up and coming and VR performance is not bad. Miguel, Dad Drive S bad. Said.
Okay, Clay.
I've been doing some race room recently. Lots of good variety for cars and chat.
Definitely, and with race room, a lot of people seem to love that that Mazda Cup race, and the touring cars. They seem to love that.
Blue flag.
Aaron. Said. Yes, touring car is what sells the game.
Yeah, a lot of people really digging the tourist cars. A lot of good things being said about these touring car races. And the game looks pretty damn good in VR too.
Blue flag. Track limits, watch those lines.
Thank God he didn't take me out.
Blue flag. Okay,
Miguel,
Clay, faster class
Dad
car
Drive S
approaching.
bad. Said. I love the track variety.
Yeah.
Hockenheim, Seppen, Hung Aring, Nordschleife, tons of bangers I've missed. Aaron. Said. Graphics are a little dated, they need to move on to DirectX 11.
I mean, the graphics aren't game changing, but compared to what it used to look like, it's still pretty good.
Diego Gutierrez. Said. Alright Clay, I'm out, my kids got me sick and it's brutal.
Ah, hope you get better, my guy. I'm gonna do one more lap and then I'm coming in.
The gap to V4 behind is now 1.0.
What is also important about these endurance races is that you do not take any damage, because If the car takes enough damage that you have to repair it, you are going to be sitting in the pits for a long time.
Aaron.
That's 20 minutes to go. All right, Clay.
Good deal
we're
on
halfway
race
through.
room.
Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. Sector 3 is green. Acknowledged. Pit stop requested. It looks like Scotty has stacked it in the chicane. The pit crew is ready. E3. Valentin behind is pitting now.
Time 3:20.
I was scared. I was terrified he was going to pull out in front of me.
Exit's clear. Push. Front brakes are cold.
So I got 10 laps left. So yeah, I got more than enough fuel left.
The leader, Enrique, is pitting. Pedro is leading the race. There's a faster class car approaching. Blue flag. Yellow flag in Sector 3. Green flag, Sector 3. Cruz ahead is pitting. Okay, Clay, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes. Nice and smooth with that throttle. Keep it balanced. Yellow flag, sector 1. There's a car rejoining in front. Green flag, sector 1. P6. Incident in sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. The guy in front is Andreas. Okay, Clay, you're reeling. Andreas. In. The gap is now 7.4 seconds.
Aaron said. Another question, why Fanatec over Moza base?
At the time that I bought this this entire Fanatec setup, Moza wasn't out yet. At the time that I bought this rig, Fanatec had the best equipment you can get at an affordable price. Like the SemiCube and SimMagic and all that shit was still super expensive. So yeah, like Moza hadn't come along yet. And I got a little bit of I wouldn't buy Moza anyway.
The gap to P5 in front is now 7.6.
Miguel, Da Drive S Bad, said. I'd go BRS or BNM if I were to upgrade. Aaron said. Fair enough, Sim World getting cheaper for PPL.
At the time that I bought all this Fanatec stuff, I originally planned to buy this Fanatec CSL DD, but to make a long story short, Fanatec kept bullshitting me and kept sending me letters saying that my CSL DD was still stuck on a ship in China and all kinds of other shit. So I just went to their website and this Podium DD1 was already in stock. So I went ahead and bought it. So I went from paying $500 for the CSL DD
Keep it nice and smooth. Come on, let the race come to us. 10
to
minutes to go. There's 10
$1,200
minutes left.
for this Podium DD1. Like, now the Sim Magics and shit like that have 20 Newton meter wheelbases, you're gonna pay $2,500, $3,000 for those wheelbases at the time.
5.05.
Gap to Andreas. Ahead is now 8.4.
And again, at the time that I bought this stuff, Fanatec had the only entry-level direct drive wheelbase with the CSL DD. Everybody else had wheelbases that were like 10 Newton meters on up, and it was way more expensive. But if I had a chance to do it all over again, I would buy Fanatec all
Aaron
over again.
said, "You don't more NM unless it's rally or trucking."
Blue flag.
RSR Pocahontas Pink said, "Hey Lincoln HRU. Miguel, dat drive S bad." Said, "Yet it's blown up a lot. BNM has a 32 nanometers for 1280. RSR Pocahontas Pink said, "Hello Chad."
Pocahontas, how you doing?
Said, 32 or even 15 nanometers is crazy.
Blue flag. Okay, Clay, there's a faster car approaching.
9 to 24.15.
Right side's clear. The gap in front is now 8.0 seconds.
RSR Pocahontas Pink said, "I'm okay and you?"
I'm doing pretty good, thank you. Good to hear that you're doing good as well.
You're reeling, Andreas. In the gap's now 6.9 seconds. There's a faster car approaching. Blue flag.
Don't do it, man. He did it. Oh, that was Nascatoni. Oh, shit. That is my VR Vikings teammate.
5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. You've just done a 2:23.58. We think Carlos has gone off in turn 9. Sector 2 is now green. Blue flag. Clear left. B6. Okay, Clay, you're reeling Andreas in. The gap is 5.5 seconds. He's slow into Bruxelles.
RSR Eric B. the Realist said, "What's up Lincoln waving hand medium skin tone." RSR Eric B. the Realist said, "What's up chat waving hand medium skin tone." RSR underscore Pocahontas ping
Yellow flag sector 2.
said, "Hey Eric B.
We think that Jago has gone off in Bruxelles.
Mr. Realist, my long lost brother, how you doing?
Two minutes to go, 2 minutes. That's the car behind.
RSR Eric B. the Realist said, "What's up Pocahontas waving hand medium skin tone." Aaron said, "Are you going to show us some race room? Smiley face."
Yeah, I'll do it this week, but I did it a couple of weeks ago. When we first got that update, I streamed it.
Sector 3 is yellow. It looks like Carlos has crashed in the chicane.
I don't know if I can catch him before this race is over.
RSR Eric B. the Realist said, "I'm doing good. I had to get my PC fixed. Hopefully I'll have it up and running tomorrow."
Ah, that's
Aaron
why I haven't seen you for a few days
said,
then.
"Did you buy that racing pack they got on offer?" RSR Eric B. the Realist said, "I'm so ready to race."
No, I didn't buy that racing pack
RSR
because
Eric
I got
B. the
half of
Realist
that.
said,
Good consistency.
"Aaron
Coming.
waving
One
hand
more to go.
medium skin
Last
tone."
lap was a 2:23.90.
No, I didn't buy that racing pack because I got like 60% of the stuff they were offering.
You're reeling E5 in. The gap is now 1.5. They're pretty slow into Bruxelles. Green flag sector 3. Yellow flag, sector 3. Sector 3 is clear, green flag.
Aaron said. Hi at RSR Eric B. The realist, it's great for new beginners though compared to e-racing I was going to try but been warned off it.
Sixth place. That's it. We're done.
So
Okay, pit stop requested.
that race, coming in 6th place was okay. The problem was when I came into the pits, I was in 3rd. So I think what killed me is choosing to put new tires on the car. That hung me up in the pits for like, I don't know, the whole pit stop was like 47 seconds. Not only that, I put too much fuel in the car, so that cost me time because I put like 3 extra laps worth of fuel in the car, so that hurt. But I still did well enough that I should get a little bit of rank out of this. Where did my friend Henez Catoni finished up? He finished up 3rd, and he was ranked 6th, so he did a good job. He had decent lap times too. What is this guy doing with wets on his car? What was he thinking about? All right, let's go see what we got for rank. Wait a minute. I lost rank for the 2nd straight race. It says you were expected to finish 3rd. Back-to-back races where I lost rank. Oh, crap. Damn, nobody want to do this race. Henez is doing this race again. So, I've been on for almost 2.5 hours. I think it's time for me to hang it up so I can start getting things together for work tomorrow. Today's Monday, so I think I already seen what the new
Aaron said. Do I bronze haha. RSR Eric B the realist said. Aaron LMU is a lot easier to jump right in and play. Me personally the GT3 cars is my favorite. Aaron said. Prototype crash out.
I'm just not into the hypercars, the prototypes. It's GT3 and GTE for me. Just looking at a message that my son sent me. So I'm checking Discord right now to check the online schedule for the daily races starting tomorrow. So we have GT3 at the Fuji Classic, so it won't have that little funky chicane.
Aaron said. Same, but you could enter that one in 8 minutes, haha.
It makes no sense if I just can't do it. I can't jump in a race in a car class that I don't really care for that much and I'm not very good at. I haven't driven a P2 car in God knows how long. So when we get the new daily races tomorrow, we have for the bronze races, we have a GT3 at Fuji, and that's the classic Fuji, the Fuji without the chicane. We have a prototype at Portimao, that's a P2, and then in the intermediate races, we have a LeMans Cup at Bahrain, which is P3 and GT3.
Aaron
fixed
said. You would defo lose rank, PPL just crash into you.
That's true. The other race is Kota, which is a track that I'm not very good at. I suck at Kota. That's going to be P2, P3, and GT3. And then for the advanced races, we have Qatar at Hypercar and GT3. And then we have the Super 60 Series, which is Hypercar and GT3. And then for the weekly races, we have Bahrain with Hypercar GT3, 38 car splits, 100-minute race, which comes out to be an hour and 40 minutes. And I don't know. That race is a possibility. I might possibly do the weekly race this weekend. Even the Super 60 at Le Mans with Hypercar and GT3, that's a 60-minute race with open setup, so that race is a possibility too. So I want to get I'll go back and do a few laps on Silverstone again in the GTE, so I can get my little bit of a fix on there, and then I'll wrap it up. Why does it always want to set the weather for rain? Oh, excuse me. So it's going to be a 20-minute race. So $12.5, that should do it. As far as this game goes, I absolutely love Silverstone and these GTEs.
Formation lab has started.
I didn't want to start this race on the front row, but oh well, I'll take it. The AI is faster than me anyway, so some of these cars are going to overtake me anyway. I just hope they don't take me out.
RSR Eric B. the Realist said, "Good luck 4-leaf clover."
This is an AI race, a single-player race, so... But thank you.
Green, let's go, let's go. Nice start. On your left, clear left. Left side, clear left. Car left, clear left. Tiny bit of aero damage, just ignore it. Okay, Clay, going out of track limits. Keep it between the lines. B2. it nice and tidy. To V3, behind is now 0.7. The leader has just done a 2 minutes. The guy behind has just done a 1:59.84. Stay between the lines, please, Clay. 15 minutes left. Focus on your exits. P2. Fastest lap for Hardwick, 1:59.18.
Miguel, that drive S bad. Said. I miss this class in dailies.
Yeah, I used to love Silverstone on ACC.
Don't let this guy distract you. track limits.
Ah, shit.
Clear left. Come on, Clay. Keep pushing. We might get him back. The next car is Hoshino. We're halfway home. 10 minutes remaining. 10 minutes. P3. It's all over you. Keep your exit speeds up. Stay smooth. play. This is terrific. Exactly what we came here for. Me too. Kai in front is now 0.9. Keep it within the track limits. 5 minutes to go. This is good. We'll be on the podium if we can keep it together. Is now 1.0. Had a cut warning. Keep it tidy, please, Clay. Keep your exit speeds up. Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go. Track limits, keep it between the lines. done, Clay. Great drive. That's a podium.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I was trying to get into the 159s. That's why I ended up doing the whole race. But looks like I was 1.2 off of the fastest lap. Oh well, that was pretty fun. Didn't think I would finish a single player race on here. But yeah, like I said, I was chasing after that 159. So, damn, I'm a little bit sore up under here too. Anyway, I think it's time to go ahead and wrap it up. Like I said, so I can start getting ready for work tomorrow. I know I'll be back again this week, probably twice. At this point, I'm looking to do a race room stream sometime this week and come back and do the new dailies on LeMans Ultimate, because we get new dailies every Tuesday. So yeah, look for me to be back a couple of times this week. Not only that, both LeMans Ultimate has a weekly race that I'm a little bit interested in, and Race Room actually has a special event that I'm interested in this week also. So yeah, we'll see how that plays out this week. But yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back this week. Somewhere, I would say somewhere between tomorrow and Thursday. So hope to see you then. Until then, thanks for watching, everybody. Really appreciate it. And until the next time, you all know the line. Wakanda forever, long live the king, and deuces, everyone. Have a good evening. We will catch you later.